joining us to talk about the issues surrounding, Liverpool. He's a former professional footballer. Dapo Abitogun joins us this evening. Dapo, thank you very much for joining. Good to have you with us. Liverpool currently struggling at the moment. A team that won the Premier League last season. I'd like to ask, what could be wrong with Liverpool at this time? Players not stepping up, or wrong tactics from the coach and Slot?
Thank you for having me, first and foremost. I would say it's a bit of everything, to be honest. Last year when Slot came, he inherited a team that the previous season was in the title race up until the final games of the season. And then he had Van Dijk performing at peak levels, Mo Salah performing at peak levels. And now he's had to come in and integrate new players and integrate a new system. He's actually just struggling with that. This season as well, we're seeing that Mo Salah is not playing at that level. We're seeing that Van Dijk is not playing at that level. And he just seems to be struggling to just galvanize this team and get them up for the games that they're having. And we're seeing it because teams are just not scared of them anymore.
All right. I mean, the new signings for Liverpool this season, how would you rate their performances? I know some have clicked, some are yet to click. But what do you make of the new signings? And what are the chances of Liverpool retaining the Premier League title? You think that they will back maybe an international window by save them, and then they're back to, that's if there's any this year, because of course we know, so only some players will be involved in the playoffs as respective countries.
When you look at some of the players that they brought in, let's start with the big ones. Isak, he never had a pre-season. He's struggling to, find his fitness and form right now. Wirtz has not done what they expect him to do. Although I do think Wirtz is actually a very good player, and he will come good. Kirkes, he was one of the best left backs in the league last season, but we're seeing that he's coming to a bigger team, and it looks like the pressure just getting to him a bit more, and he looks a bit nervous when he plays. And Frimpong, to be honest, they brought in Frimpong, but they're playing Bradley, they play Szoboszlai ahead of him, and Frimpong doesn't look like the right back that they need in that team in order to get, out of the title race, because it is still early. But they've given themselves a huge mountain to climb, to already be this amount of points behind the leaders, Arsenal, right now. And, to have confidence being sacked out the team game in, game out, it's a lot to ask for them to win the league and, finish above the likes of Arsenal and Man City, or even the Bournemouth right now, who are more consistent than they are.
All right, before I let you go, Dapo, I mean, a lot of persons are of the opinion that Arne Slot inherited a team that were already there. I mean, from Jurgen Klopp, and it was not really about his tactics that gave them the title. Now this season he's struggling. Do you share that sentiment, or you think Arne Slot is still one man that we should look at as a man that's serious and also will probably bring in something fresh again into Liverpool?
To be honest, initially I did think, as much as you inherited a good team, you still have to get them to win the league. And because he got them to win the league, there's credit in the bank. But slowly it is running out, because, to lose, 6 out of 7 games is not on at any level for any team. And whilst I still think that, he should have time, and, you don't become a bad manager overnight, you can't help but think if there are too many more losses on the cards or on the horizon, that he will become, he will start feeling the pressure a little bit more, and then we will be having different conversations. But for now, I still think that, he won the league, give him time to turn it around, and things can change so quickly in football. He can win his next 3 games and all of a sudden it's happy days. So we'll see with that.
All right, Dapo, let's move on now. Wally, also let's go straight to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Arsenal takes on Crystal Palace, Manchester City against Brentford, Newcastle United against Fulham, and Cardiff City against Chelsea. Your predictions for these games? Who do you think would go through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup?
Looking at that game, looking at the games, I think Arsenal will progress, Man City will progress. I think Newcastle will overcome Fulham, and obviously Chelsea. So, you're looking at a strong semi-final lineup for me. with Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle, and Chelsea.
All right, thank you very much, Dapo, for your time. We'll look forward to having you again on the show. Do have a lovely night rest.
You too. Thank you.